Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream, first stream of the year. How's it going? Music's too loud, music's too loud. Oh god, sorry. There we go. I keep on forgetting to do that. Hopefully it's okay now. Thanks for the heads up, Sharmoni. Good, so welcome back. Welcome to the first stream of the year. Firstly, apologies for not being able to do a final stream of last year, but due to rail strikes and stuff that happened, we just couldn't make it work. But we're here now, and we've got some really cool things to do. Oh no! I have a cough. It's nothing serious. I just have it's a residual cough from when I had a cold over the holidays. But I'm fine. With me is Beltain.
Hello. I don't have a cough yet.
Yet.
Yes.
We are very close.
Yeah.
To each other, physically and emotionally, I feel.
Yeah, I think we've really reached a
We've
deep
bonded,
spot.
yeah. Specifically over our love for circuits and systems. Hey, that's a great segue.
That's
into
good,
what
yeah.
we're going to be doing today.
You're such a professional.
Oh, mate, it's like I've done this at least once. So today we're going to be doing a couple of things. Firstly, Beltain is here to help me talk through some of the new blocks that are going into the circuits and systems update. I don't know what that means. Do you know what that means? I feel that's some.
I'm not that much of a zoomer.
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
It's fine. So we're going to be looking at two specific blocks. We've categorized them as, well, I did this today because I feel like it was a better way to understand how they work. The signal timer blocks. So there's two new blocks. We showed these off weeks ago now, when we sort of first showed the initial announcement for circuits and systems. But there's what's called a signal delay block and a signal extender. Thank you. And we're going to sort of look a bit more into how they work, what they do, how you can use them, that kind of cool stuff. I've got a few cool examples to show. And then if we've got time after that, we're going to take a look at some of the awesome new stuff that's coming in the next update for TerraTech. Now, yeah. So, yeah. What were you going to say?
Oh no, I understood. I don't know what gritty is, but I know what a dab is.
Oh.
So I don't know if you want to indulge the people, Matt.
What?
How deep can you dab?
Oh, we're not dabbing.
No.
We're not cool enough or young enough. We're far too old for that. We did have a question on Facebook actually. Can you add Vietnamese language? We potentially could. How we localize and sort of translate TerraTech is via community sort of help. So any translation you see is mainly done by help from community members like yourselves. So if you do want to help, let us know. Drop us an email to help@payloadstudios.com, and we can take it from there. But yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know all the languages in TerraTech, but I feel like Vietnamese should be on there. If not, I do apologise. Right, so that's the kind of the itinerary for today. Let's talk about some news. So some of the news stuff that's happened. So some of the cool stuff we're going to be showing off today, mainly the circuits and system stuff. Well, actually, all the stuff you're seeing today. Sorry, let me rephrase that. All the stuff you're going to see today will be included in the next unstable release that's going out next week. So this means that all the circuits and systems blocks from the initial release that you've seen, actually, no. I need to rephrase that again. Yeah, big. We had such a strong start.
Take two.
We had such a strong start to the year. Yeah, right. Let's go. Take two. All of the blocks -1 you will see in the next unstable update. I'll talk about exactly which block, and it'll be very obvious which block I'm talking about. But most of the blocks that you're going to see now will be included in the next update. That means that all of we call it the initial block set for circuits and systems will be in the next unstable. Again, let me just clarify what exactly that means. We are only releasing these initial blocks in R&D first. So in order to access them, you need the R&D DLC. So yeah, just bear that in mind. We are going to try and do a giveaway maybe next week. So if you don't have the R&D DLC and you want to try and play around with the new circuits and systems blocks, tune into next week's stream because we'll do a kind of R&D kind of giveaway thing. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. So that's the plan. So that's kind of why we're doing today's stream, because we want to showcase kind of some of the new stuff that's coming. and yeah, give you guys and girls every a chance to see what's what. Yeah. Just a quick question: will there be more blocks for rescue research, like an SCU or solar panel? Yeah, I mean, we don't really have anything confirmed in that area yet, but I imagine there will be some. You know, if there are areas that are missing, we know rescue research isn't the most fleshed out of corporations. We tend to sort of put the more experimental stuff into there, like circuits and systems, rather than sort of just making them a proper sort of fully fleshed out corporation, which I realise can be a bit frustrating because you kind of want to have that whole experience. Cool. Right, let's move into it then, shall we? I think that's pretty much everything. There's no real news apart from that. Like I say, we're only just started, sort of all back from the holidays, so we're sorry, I was reading Moodbot as I was trying to talk, and I don't know what Moodbot will say. Moodbot. Right, so I think that's okay. I think that covers everything. So let's just
jump right into it.
Yeah, let's do it. Right, we're in game. Oh, you're not there.
Oh no!
It's fine. It's fine. Come back to me then. Hey.
Keep unpropping it. You'll never catch me.
Hang on, we are just. Let me just do that. There you go. That's fine. That's fine. Cool. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, sorry. Charmaine makes a good point. So there's a couple of things I want to clarify before we show this. Those that were watching the stream last year, a few weeks ago, would have watched the Fortress Challenge. That's all done and dusted now. We've finished the Fortress Challenge, and those that kind of completed the challenge should have their correct Discord role that we promised as a prize. So yeah, so go check that out if you haven't already. And then the other thing, that was it. So while we're on the subject of Discord, after I've shown you the new or the signal timing blocks, the two that we're going to show you in a minute from the Circuits and Systems update, I'm going to launch a new channel on our Discord server. I'm going to do it in real time, so you can all go and watch me do it. Which is exactly. It's exciting. This is what we do on the.
It's very high production value.
Oh mate, just wait. Watch this. Oh, and I was going to do something funny, but it'll break. No, because it'll probably end the stream.
Don't you have like funny sounds that you can just like press a button and it goes boing?
Well,
yeah, that would be amazing. I would add like at least 10 more viewers.
We need every viewer we can get. 10 would be actually probably too many for me.
Oh, it's two. This is like an underground thing. I see.
We're doing the whole like guerrilla marketing campaign.
Nice, cringe. I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
So when we finish showing the new circuits and systems blocks, then I'll launch the Discord server, and you can use the new channel. It's primarily just to talk about the circuits and systems amongst yourselves. We generally probably won't gather much feedback from that, just because it's really hard to on Discord. But if you do have some specific ideas and suggestions for the circuits and systems, there is a whole suggestions channel in there, so go chuck them in there if you have any. If not, let's just scrap onto it. I'm going to stop talking because there's lots of things to talk about here. Right, so first thing is first. Let's talk about the... Let's get this right, there you go. Right, so let's talk about the two... What did I call them? Signal timing blocks. Let's show them. There's one that's in the inventory and one that isn't. And I'll show you... I explained earlier that one of the blocks isn't going to be in the final the release next week. I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. But here's the signal marker, and here is signal delay, signal marker. Yes, thank you. I knew there was a reason you were here. Yeah. Signal extender. Okay, cool. So, as you can see, the signal. Let me just go into the photo mode. The block on the right is the signal delay block. The block on the left. Oh, sorry, Beltain's in the way. This block is the signal delay. Cheers, man. Is the signal delay block. This block is the signal.
Extender.
Thank you. This one looks good. This one, did you do the art for this one?
Yes, so be careful.
So we call this coder art for a good reason, because I mean it looks fine. It looks fine. It does the job.
Thank you.
But it's not had the final pass, so this one won't be included in the initial release of circuits and systems. But we're going to show it today anyway because we wanted to sort of excuse me. Oh man, it's a terrible cough. We want to showcase exactly kind of what these kind of blocks do in a bit more detail. So bear in mind, this block will not look like this when it's released, and its also its functionality may not function like this either. So bear this in mind. Again, there's a strong caveat with all this that it's still work in progress. So Beltain, talk to me about
Yes.
the signal timing blocks.
All right. Well, so the signal timing blocks are fantastic blocks if you'd like to add any suspense or drama to your circuits, let's say that. So for instance, let's go with the signal delay to begin with. The signal delay allows you to, well, just add a delay. So you have an input coming in on the one side, you set how long you want the delay to last for, and then after that delay has lapsed, you're going to have the signal coming out the other side. It'll keep track of any inputs and outputs, so you could have a started input and output delayed over some time, and it will come out started on the other side after that delay. And you can do anything with that, so you can use it to, for instance, delay a door opening or a weapon firing or logic if you wanted to as well. So yeah, what are you going to make with it?
I was just going to show how the actual delay works. Again, we have shown this off very briefly, but it's just a quick, sort of more in-depth look at how it works. So let me put a button on here, which is going to attach to the timing block, and then let me put a light on the other end, just so we can. This is a really, really super basic way of just showing exactly how this thing can work.
Do you have the pixel? One of the circuit blocks.
Do I have it? I don't know. Is it? Oh, probably not.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I do, but I don't know what it does, so I don't want to look like an idiot.
Okay.
Sorry, let me rephrase it. I don't want to look more of an idiot.
It's just a flashy light.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I do know which one it is. Sorry, yeah. Okay, cool. So this is the signal delay block. What you can do is, like with any of the other blocks that you can interact with in TerraTech, you can right-click and it brings up the radial display, and you can either reset the settings, or you can set the delay duration. So right now the current delay is set to 1 second. So if I press this button, it'll take 1 second for that light to come on. Let's just put that to the test. 1 second. Lovely. And then you get a nice little flash of a signal. So it works. And what we can do is increase that duration to 3.5 seconds. Give it a delay, and you can see I have that little animation, that's awesome, and it gives you a little flash.
Yeah.
So 3.5 seconds. It's a pretty, you know, when you break it down, you know, it's a pretty simple concept. Let me just show you how you reset it. So you reset it back to default, and it's back to being a 1 second delay.
Yeah, I suppose the range is 0.1 seconds to 10 seconds, so that's the sort of thing you guys can work with.
Now, obviously, what you can do with that is you can chain it together. So you can chain however many of these you want together to have as many delays as you want. So yeah, the visual display is really nice. Visual delay display is really good. It was with the countdown, wasn't it?
We were messing with so many different things. There was a point where it was like a dial turning from one side to the other. It was a bit confusing because you couldn't really see what the status of it would be, and we were going through a whole bunch. There was a wheel at one point. Ended up being missed. I think it's quite nice.
Absolutely. Right, so let's put that on there.
Yeah, so you're doing like a little countdown here.
Yeah, exactly. So as you can see, this is a 1 second delay, this is a 1 second delay. So as you can see, this signal will pass through the wires, and you'll get it. So 1 second delay, block, delay, block, and that's how it works.
There you go. So if you guys had, say, if you create like a race or something with this, once
there you go.
once you finish the race, once the player finishes the race, you can just start like a little countdown and then fire off like a whole bunch of fireworks at the end. That could be a cool effect.
Which is a nice segue into the end of the show. Speaking of fireworks.
Spoilers.
So, Django's given Beltain. I'm so sorry, that was so rude of me.
All photos are the same, huh?
Beltain, you look very simple.
That's true.
He's talk funny as well. Sorry.
That's fine.
So this is one of the sort of applications you can have for the delay block. For this one I'm using a toggle because I don't want the signal to stop, but as you can see, the signal is... Do you know, I just got why that's... So after a short delay, I think I set this to 3 seconds, was it?
Oh, it's off the side.
Oh, that's so typical.
It's been annoying because you have to center it on the block.
Yeah. Okay, so let's set this to 3 seconds this time. it's going to have to short delay. Let me just turn it off. Hang on. But you get the idea. You get the idea. It's kind of, I knew that. Right, so everything's off, everything's turned off. I'm now going to turn my toggle on. And you can see the signal spinning up. It's been delayed. And after 3 seconds, I can now cross over this lovely bridge safely and successfully. So that's pretty much how the timing block works. The timing delay block, or signal delay block. Nothing too extravagant. As I said, you could chain these together, so they could do different things. I know that Johnny had it so that these actuators opened at different intervals. I think they did that through a timing and a signal delay block.
Yeah.
That kind of cool stuff. So Charmaine asks a very, very good point. Is there a numerical key entry for time? There is not at the minute.
Not at the moment. Yes.
But
it is actually being discussed right now, and it's something we're definitely planning on adding.
yeah,
Because like fine-tuning the timing and all of the settings across like circuits, it would be just a lot easier.
Yeah.
If you had the option to enter it in. So yes, probably in the future, but not right now.
yeah. So that's probably one of the most requested features we're going to have, I think, with circuits and systems is manual input. Manual input, digital input, you know what I mean. Because yeah, even myself, and I'm not the best TerraTech player in the world, I find it frustrating having to do that. So if I find it frustrating, it must be really annoying. Cool. So moving on to the signal extender. Thank you.
Yes.
So again, full caveat: this won't look like this when we release it in the future. But let's talk about, so how does the signal extender block work?
Alright, so your signal extender will take an incoming input and extend the duration of it. So, for instance, you have a button. If you click the button, it's only going to run for like a very short period. It's like 2 frames or something. If you want to extend that and have that signal last for longer, to put a light on for longer, or to open a door for longer for the most basic implementation, yeah, that should be good. Yeah, it's largely click off to the side. Yep. It will extend the length of that to allow you to have those doors open or those lights stay on for longer. So, for instance, in this case, you probably want to extend it a lot longer in the case of a button, because the button is so quick. It'll be hard to catch, so maybe set it to like 10 or something.
So let's just show what it looks like as it is. But this is just we're just extending the signal length, signal length, not signal strength. Signal strength is something different.
Twice.
By 2
times.
Yeah, by 2 times. So I'm just going to activate that, and you saw that. You saw the light come on for twice as long as it would have been.
Yeah.
But what we can do is you can extend it by multiples of up to 10. So if we did it all the way to, let's do it all the way up to 10. I think that's still. I don't think this is even long enough. So as you can see,
it's significantly longer.
It's 10 literally 10 times longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what the signal extender does. Why I always want to say signal amplifier. That's something else.
This is a signal amplifier.
Yeah. So let's just clarify. So a signal is something that is outputted or output from an input block. So this button is an input block, and it outputs or
generates
a signal. Yeah, that's a better way of phrasing it. The button, for one, generates or creates a very, very quick, sharp, short signal. You can use the signal extender to extend the length of that signal. That's pretty much how it works. So yeah, like we saw with the signal delay block, you can chain these together so they have different effects. So I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like in this. So moving on to my next example. Here I have just a single signal extender. I'm going to press the button and we're going to see what happens. So I've got a signal, I'm going to run over, I can't run over, I get stuck, and then the signal is not there long enough, and I fall through into my doom. Thankfully it's just a testing bed, so it's not so bad. But you get the point that that's not quite long enough to do anything with. So what I can do, so this is just with one. Sorry, I should have shown this. This was maxed out at 10. So that's as long as you can have it as one signal.
Here you've chained them together.
And then this one, exactly, I've chained them together. So this one is. never mind. But you get the point. So now I have long enough to go over, and they can and they retract. So that's how the signal extenders work. So this one was at 10. And I think the next one was at 4.
10 and 4, you said?
10 and 3 of them? 10 and 2? Yes,
Oh,
that's
10 and 2.
10 and 2. So, yeah, so 10 and 2. So, sort of you're extending the length of a button press by 10, by times 10, and then you're extending that by another 2. And this is exponential. So you can add 100 signal lengtheners,
Extenders.
I'm really sorry.
Maybe I have to rename it before the release.
Please do.
Just for the streams.
Just for me.
Yeah.
And then you could, if you had it at multiples of 10 throughout the whole chain, like I say, it will be exponential. So you could literally have them going forever. Just to put that into perspective.
Potentially, we might cap it just in case.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So otherwise, yeah, you sort of make it.
Got this infinite running thing. It might be a bit because with multiples, it gets kind of out of hand pretty quickly.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah.
But you get the point. So I can now safely cross this lovely bridge that I built. Now the whole point of circuits and systems, or one of the things that we wanted to achieve with circuits and systems is to give the players the opportunity and the chance and the ability to kind of make your own fun sort of challenges or mazes or sort of your own kind of created stuff. So you think what applications can you have for this bridge? So if you looked at the Rook Creek Bridge mission, you could effectively build your own bridge and challenge your friends in co-op to try and cross the bridge, or you can have like a wireless transmitter over here somewhere that then hang on 1 second.
Oh, what's happening?
No, that's fine. I'm being pedantic. Where is it?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a bigger mouse button.
Oh.
That's point size. There we go. Let's go huge. That's more like it. Yeah, think about what other applications you can have. You can have a challenge where you have a wireless receiver over here, and then they have 10 seconds to get to the bridge, to cross the bridge. If it was in a maze, you could have the marker at one point in the maze, and then they have however long, 10 seconds, 20 seconds to get to the exit before the gate closes.
If you're just interested in the circuitry, some people here have tried making digital clocks, like full-on digital clocks. You
Yep.
can do that as well. Keep track of. You could add an in-game clock to TerraTech yourself.
Yeah.
So there you go.
If you're interested in circuit, again, the whole point of this is that this feeds into the TerraTech's philosophy of we give you the tools and you can create really, really cool stuff. So point in case, I effectively combined the signal delay block and the signal extender.
You got it.
Excellent.
Oh my god, well done.
To effectively have a 3-second delay until the gate opens or the bridge opens, and then it's open for a certain amount of time, and then it closes. So it looks something like this. So you can see the delay. Now I've got to get across before it closes. I'm playing around, and then boom, made it. And it's going to close. So there you go. That's pretty much
It's pretty much timers.
timers, yeah.
I mean, you could do so many things
Yeah.
with these. So you don't just have to lock it to crossing drawbridges in certain times. You could stagger them. So, for instance, they each have a delay between them, and you could have the doors open like sort of in a wave fashion.
Yep.
Do real fancy things with it. Same with using weaponry and things or like displays at the ends of your races and whatnot. I mean, or you could make Doom, like someone mentioned earlier. Make Doom in TerraTech.
Do it. Someone's got to make Doom
Go
in
for
TerraTech.
it.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. So that's pretty much it. There's not a huge amount we can show off with these. They're just 2 blocks, and they're effectively pretty simple to get your head around. If anyone's got any questions, we have Beltain until the end of the stream. So
Yes.
shoot your questions over, and we will gladly take a look.
I physically can't leave until the end of the stream.
Yeah, you're locked in the
There's a
door.
gun.
There is.
There's a gun and a
There's
door.
and so put a signal timer block on the signal delay. Right. So that's the cool stuff. So we're taking a closer look at that. What time are we on? So it's half past. We're already halfway through the stream.
Guys,
Which
Matt's
means-
gonna die.
I'm not in a
He's
good
gonna-
place. Well, no, I am fine. I'm actually fine. It sounds worse than it is. It's just a cough, I hope. So let's go into a creative game and we can look at some of the... So we're moving on from the circuit system stuff to some of the other cool stuff that's coming in next in the next update. Let's just switch to this guy. And I'll just get rid of everyone else because we don't need... Start thinking up a circuits competition. Yeah, I'm gonna start thinking of a circuits competition, Sugar. You're absolutely spot on. Right. So next is the cool new stuff that we're working on. So those that don't know, or those that aren't aware, we are coming up to the Lunar New Year, and we want to try and celebrate that with some really cool new blocks. We're still a few weeks away, I think. But we wanted to make sure that this content was ready and prepared for when that happens. So we have some really, really nice cosmetic blocks that look like this. I should have made a tech ready for this. I was too focused on the circuits and system stuff. But just a really big body.
Oh wow.
We give it a massive head. Give it a dragon tail.
This is a fantastic creation.
And that's what it is. Happy Lunar New Year soon to everybody. Yeah, so there's some cosmetics in here. There's also a sky lantern, a fireworks launcher, which is why I'm happy that you mentioned fireworks earlier.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Let's take a look at those, shall we?
The lantern is fantastic.
The lantern's are awesome. It's one of my new favourite blocks. But yeah, you've got the dragon. So I like how the dragon pieces together. I think that's really, really clever.
That is a great idea. Is the dragon head a flamethrower?
Can we do that? It's probably too late to do that now, isn't it?
Maybe. Probably too late.
Oh,
But that's such a cool idea.
Patchy, where were you
Yeah.
10 weeks ago when we thought of this idea and didn't tell anyone about it or made it a secret until right now? Oh,
And I went you in the company meeting, huh?
yeah.
What the hell? Alright, well...
I really want to do that now.
You can just put one right behind it, and then pretend.
I'm sure we must have talked about it. Maybe we did and we thought it wasn't possible.
Yeah, I wasn't in that conversation.
No, you were too busy in Japan.
Exactly.
But yeah, modding, Shamoni's absolutely right actually. Modding would be able, I reckon modders would be able to have a crack at that. So yeah, if you want to get to grips with the model and have a go, the modders will have you covered. Yeah, exactly. Spawn, actually. Cool, right, so let's get rid of this dragon. Killed him, got rid of him. Now I want to show the lantern. This is really cool.
Oh, because...
Did you do work on this? Or
No.
was it Django?
No,
Or is it just
no idea.
You can just send little lanterns on. So they follow the same trajectory, they must do. Yeah, they do.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit randomized, actually, now.
They... Oh yeah,
Look at them.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they fill up the sky. It's pretty nice.
Alright, really nice. We try not to use the N word too much on the stream because it's a bit too generic.
Oh, that's
The N word being...
spectacular.
Thank you. The N word being nice, by the
Magnificent.
way. Not the other N word.
Oh, you do use that one on
When
the stream?
confirmed, well... What, we can use it once and then you're done.
You can do anything once.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I think it kind of looks like wind, doesn't it? Because it's kind of following the way of the clouds. That will be good for circuits, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just make lovely timing displays.
Would this work with circuits, though?
Probably not in its current form, but
Right.
we could.
Yeah, cool. Right. And then finally, well, I say finally, we're only 32 minutes in, we have a fireworks launcher. So if I zoom out.
Whee!
Aww.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Excellent fireworks, everybody.
I
You
like
know what,
how
they are really good
Yeah,
fireworks.
oh man.
The guys
So
done
we
really
have
well
like
with
we have like a flare gun,
Oh.
right?
We have got, there is a less good fireworks one as well.
Yeah. You're gonna compare them.
Should we? I feel like it's mean to compare old versus new. But yeah. So those are new cosmetics. There's a really cool dragon, and a lantern, which might be one of my favourites.
Gotta say, it looks gruesome. The dragon just like
Yeah,
chopped up
doesn't it?
into 1,000 pieces on
A bit
the.
brutal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll put it on the back of my. Let's do that.
I would imagine you flank your tech with 2 dragons on either side. No one's gonna mess with you.
Oops. Which is the back? This is the front.
You got the
The wrong. Ah, the wrong round. Oh no.
these ones. Okay, there you
Yeah,
well
we
no
got it.
no.
Yeah.
Look, you got these 3.
Yeah.
Oh, like I was pointing there.
No, I like it. Yeah,
This is
it's good.
confusing. It's mirrored.
Yeah.
It's not mirrored.
I've got it on my own, haven't I?
Yeah, there you go.
Fine. No one. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Pop his tail back on.
Gotta say, I really like the dragon.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's really nice. It's
I think
simple.
dragons in anything just make them, or that thing,
Yeah.
so much better. And look at this.
Name a thing that isn't. Name. I'll challenge you. Name one thing that isn't made better by dragons. Chocolate better with dragons.
Yeah.
Video games much better with dragons.
I mean, that's evident right here.
Fantasy novels. I don't even
Just
have.
add dragons.
Yeah.
I mean, TerraTech and dragons.
Dragon Tech.
What are we doing here?
I think we should just make our own company right now. Who's in? Who's in? Anyone? I'm the
You wanna
ideas
do
guy. No, that was all you then.
Oh.
I'm missing a. Oh, there he is. I'm gonna give him a sad tail. Oh. you should. Anyway, right. We've got dragons. We've got lanterns. We've got fireworks. We've got signal delay blocks and signal extender blocks.
A fantastic haul.
What an update! Well, actually, next update is this next update is the biggest one we've probably ever had for TerraTech. Actually, no, sorry, that's not true. Sorry. When we release circuits and systems fully into the full game, that'll be the biggest update. This next one's probably going to be up there because it's got all the circuits and systems stuff in there.
Yeah.
Um,
It's the biggest update until the next update.
well,
Yeah.
no, we've set the bar so high now.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Do you know what? I don't know what else we can add. We've still got 25 minutes left of the stream. What else can we do?
Just mess about with circuits.
Alright, well,
Oh. Now I'm gonna think of something.
yeah, I know.
I've done this. Okay.
So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them because we're going to be here for at least maybe 10. Maybe we won't do the full 25 minutes. Patrick says, look at mods. Mods would require restarts and resets, and that just gets a bit messy. But don't worry, we will do a mod review stream soon once we're back into the full swing of things. Hey Sebi, how's it going?
I'm gonna say every single time I try and play on your machine, I'm surprised by the mouse and how slow it is. And I don't know why, because it's every single time it catches me off guard.
Are you used to like really high PM? You know what I mean?
The DPI, yeah.
APM.
Alright. Give me suggestions.
What cool stuff can we build, everybody? We're going to use all of the circuits and systems blocks. We have the full library available. Actually,
Alright.
this isn't the full.
This isn't the full.
We've got input
It's close
blocks,
to it.
wires, transmitters, a signal delay block, an actuator. That's it.
Senior class picture just got taken. Fantastic. Alright. How about I make a little race course for you to get through?
Can
Within
you,
a
do
certain
that? Can you
time.
do that now?
Yeah,
Do it.
let's do it.
So Beltain's going to challenge me to a race course race using some of the circuits and systems blocks.
It's gonna look terrible because I'm trying to rush through this, but
I've got to say, whoever's idea was to do the middle mouse quick select. Like yours or Django? Did Django just bury it?
we're the same person.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
Otherwise. Oh.
I'm trying to think of a way to challenge you. I'll do this. We don't need this part here. Oh, I've destroyed my tech. Okay, hold on. You field questions and things.
Okay, yeah, I will. How many lanterns did it take to lag out the game? 1 million. I don't know.
That's exactly it. We made it so that once you hit 1 million, the lag kicks in. Otherwise,
Yeah, that's hard coded. It's not. It's nothing performance.
Your computer's fine. It's just
just weird being trolls. That's all.
Yeah.
No, there's we don't know is the honest answer, Patchy. I imagine it's quite a lot. I don't think they're not particularly graphics intensive. I don't think. One of the biggest bottlenecks. Oh, this is all my favourite things to say about TerraTech. One of the biggest bottlenecks in TerraTech is the CPU and the processing power it takes, because each block is its own object, and each block has its own physics attached to it, which takes a lot of processing power.
We try.
We try and
optimize it.
Yeah, we optimize it as much as we can. Absolutely.
But it's such a what's the word? Procedural game.
Yeah.
That it gets pretty tricky.
It's messy, but the sort of the upshot is we Oh, you're gonna do what I think you're gonna do. I think you're a genius. But yeah, graphics not really a huge resource. Yeah, I thought I was gonna happen. I was waiting for that.
Oh.
But is that what the other side of them look like? I've never seen the other side of the.
You're not meant to. You're not meant to. Okay. I'm just kidding. It's fine. Okay.
But yeah, graphics aren't a huge sort of bottleneck for TerraTech. So things like the lanterns aren't going to drain your your sort of frame rate too much. Will there be a boss fight or a raid boss missions in the future? So missions are a tough one, if I'm honest. Missions require a lot of time, a lot of resources from a development standpoint. You're going to be there for hours doing this.
What?
Never mind.
No, that'll be fine.
Okay. No, don't worry about it. I won't worry about it. I don't worry about it.
Okay. Don't worry, you can...
Okay, that's fine. Sorry, yeah.
I think you're worried about my challenge.
No, I'm looking away. But yeah, missions are new missions specifically are quite a tough thing to achieve in TerraTech, just because we're a very small team. You know, there's only so much. Yeah, and missions basically they're just really hard. We would love to. Don't get me wrong. We would love to add them, but new missions. We'd love to add new missions all the time. But we never say never. This is the other thing with TerraTech. We never say never.
Yeah.
Just we prioritize stuff, and if something is going to take too much time or be too expensive, in terms of, when I say expensive, I mean in terms of like what it costs for a coder's time or a designer's time. You know, we have to sort of factor that in. And also, there's another thing as well with missions. One of the interesting sort of things with missions that we found with things like...
Don't worry.
Okay.
I messed up, but it's fine.
With things like 0 Point Hollow and a lot of the kind of the bigger set piece missions, is the investment that we put into them. That investment being, like I said, time and resources and energy. The return on that, I mean, you know, is quite small, because you only really get to experience them once. I know you can play multiple playthroughs and you can play as many times as you like and play the same mission, but realistically, you know, a mission that can take us 12 weeks, sometimes more, to develop and implement into the game. You know, you can complete it within seconds sometimes. I mean, maybe not even minutes. Sometimes it is just literally seconds. So for us as developers, it's not the most efficient way of spending our time, because you know, you're only getting a few sort of moments of joy out of it. Whereas something like circuits and systems, where you can put relatively the same amount of effort and energy into developing that and making that really cool, you know, you'll get exponential use out of it and exponential fun out of all these stuff. So
Get more bang for your buck.
yeah, so much more bang for your buck.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so that's kind of why missions you may not see as many missions in the future. We're kind of happy with where we are with missions, to be honest. You know, things like I think one of my favourite missions is the Mighty Cube, the Almighty Cube missions, because that was actually relatively simple to implement. There wasn't many moving parts. When I say moving parts, I mean like there wasn't much. You know, go to point A, go to then point B, and you know, it wasn't, that can sometimes cause a lot of issues, particularly in a game like TerraTech, like Beltain was saying, because it's such a procedurally generated game. Those sort of go from point A to point B missions can be really kind of confusing and really awkward. But yeah, I think the Almighty Cube is great because it's static. It just stays in the same place, and it's just, you know, just tests your tech. It's a good sort of way of sort of testing that. That's why I quite like that. And it, you know, yeah. So there's that. Yeah. So that's it for missions. Please hide block descriptions. It's blocking off a quarter of the screen. I think you need block. I think we need the inventory open, I'm afraid, Sharmoni.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the best way of doing this. I should do this. Alright, it's almost ready.
Okay.
It may be impossible, but I'm giving it my best shot.
That's fine, I like it.
Come on. Oh no! Oh, I didn't think about that! Terrific. It's just gonna go up here. I think my issue is that I'm trying to do it on the actual thing,
Yeah.
as opposed to underneath. Alright, last reset. So the first one's gonna go here.
Yep.
And it's gonna go underneath, get delayed, and then come across to this one. It goes up.
Patrick says wiring things is fun. Yeah, Beltain's having a lot of fun right now.
Oh, I'll get there. I'm just gonna space them out. I'm not gonna waste time with this. It'll still be a challenge, so don't worry, man.
You got it.
I can believe it's a lot easier.
Yep.
Alright, then we don't want to mess with wiring again, so I'm just gonna use this. And then just quickly... Yeah, this should be fine. Send back to the receiver. Alright. If that's how it comes here, it's gonna come on this side. Of course, the receiver is up on the other side now. That's too generous.
I don't know, you've not seen me play TerraTech before.
Just gonna reset this real quick so that we don't have this easy mode. And then 4 seconds? I'll give you 5.
This isn't. Don't know if I like this.
Alright, let's have a look. You can do that.
Oh, probably could actually do that. Well, not without a ramp gun. Where's your ramp gun?
That's the real challenge, is trying to figure out what's up here. Alright, we're bringing it down a little bit. Gonna reset it one more time. And then you can go. I'll let you choose your tech choice.
Oh, okay. We've obviously got to use the Ready for reset. Is that going to be? No, I'm not wide.
It's not even
I'm
using
wide
the
enough.
extenders. I messed that up, but it's fine. You can still do this as a challenge. You want to give it small wheels and see if
No,
you
I'll
can
tell you
do it?
exactly what I'm going to do.
I see you're a fan of the Dark Souls games. No. No!
Oh! Ah! Ah!
I don't destroy it. That's not how the challenge goes. Well, hey, you did it.
Yeah.
That was far too easy.
But you get
Oh,
the idea.
congratulations.
What you could do is if this is long enough, it would be like you'd have to it'd be like a ripple away. You have to sort of go through with the way. But yeah,
Yeah,
you get the idea.
there you go. So congratulations.
No, congratulations to you because you've put so much work into it. It's amazing. Honestly, this is huge. This is this is massive. So, round of applause for Beltain because he's awesome, and all the team, all the good work the team has been doing. This has been so much fun. The community are gonna love it. I love it, and I'm a big old grouch.
Please don't take advice. Don't take circuit building advice from what I just displayed. That's not how.
Oh yeah, do as we say, not as we do.
No.
That's one of the main things. That's our mantra. We should. Okay, we're gonna have that added to our
Company website?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I should add that now. Cool, right. So that's going to be it for this week's stream. Thank you so much to Beltain for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much to you guys for joining us. We literally couldn't have done it without you. It would have been weird and really awkward. So really appreciate everyone being here and joining in. Join us next week for a giveaway.
What happened to the Discord channel?
Don't really forgot.
I wasn't going to let you
No,
off the
it's
hook
all
for that
good.
one.
Thank you. Right, so if you go over to our Discord server right now, let me share a link. Oh my goodness. Go over to our Discord server. No, that's not good. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's weird. Chat, if you're still there, I can't see chat anymore. It's all gone wrong. Let me bring up the details one more time. One second, everybody. Sorry about this. We've just completely lost chat.
Oh,
Right. I'm gonna do
Oh,
it in
you're a
cap now.
robot.
A bridge.
I think that's it.
That's not.
You know the stuff that actually doesn't matter.
It's just,
They use captures to train AI. It doesn't actually.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anyway, what was I even going to do? Oh yeah, Discord.
Post
Did I
Discord.
share it? No, I didn't.
Oh, what's a Fibron cannon?
Is he going to kick me out again?
Sounds amazing.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
So there you go. So Twitch and YouTube and hopefully Facebook in a second will have a link to the TerraTech Discord server. Head over to our Discord server and I'm going to count down when I figure out where I'm going. I'm going to count down in 3 seconds, and then after 3, the Circuits and Systems chat channel will be live. First one to get in there gets an official high five from me and Beltain. So ready, 3, 2, 1, go. So it'll be under the general category. Go check it out if you're not there already. I'm not seeing anyone chatting, which is making me. Hey! Boku no Pachu and Shamoni are the first ones there. So
Should we get the high five?
Pachu gets
No,
a high
wait.
five.
No one else is allowed to
No,
accept
yeah.
this. Get your hands
No.
away from the screen.
Alright, this is for Pachu only, okay?
Boku no Pachi. Oi!
Good. If anyone else high five to that, you stole a high five, and we will
You
report you.
owe us a high five.
Cool. Right, that was fun.
GG.
actually. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that was good.
Cool. So we're in. You can go and chat about circuits and systems, but please just use that channel for circuits and systems, blocks and content. If you have any suggestions for TerraTech at all, or specifically circuits and systems, we have a whole suggestion channel. I'm so bad at it. We have a whole suggestion channel, so go check that out and drop your suggestions in there. You'll need the suggestions role. It's a bit complicated and convoluted, but head over to the role channel, which is on the information or the roles channel, and select one of the roles that you want, and you'll be able to write in the suggestions channel. Cool.
Yeah. Tell us about how the dragons should have flamethrowers.
Yes, please do that.
Please. Do it sooner rather than later.
Yes, definitely. It's definitely too late to add that now. Which is annoying. Cool.
Alright. GG, guys.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Beltain.
Freeze frame.
Hang on, let me queue everything up. Freeze frame in 3, 2, 1.